and you're just breaking everything in the house, shining light everywhere, being excited, always in the mood to Royal Rumble, right? And so all of a sudden, um, the leave of work is over. People have to go back to work, and then the stress of okay, traffic, traffic, increase in transportation, increase in price of fuel. Like, I'm streaming from Nigeria, so most of my examples might be around here. Increase in price of fuel, stress at work, and I can tell you for free that when you get home, when you finally do get home, um, it's not the last thing on your mind. It's not even on your mind. You just want to hit the bed to be able to wake up early enough the next morning to start the Royal Rumble. Okay, right. One scenario. The second scenario are people in the waiting room, couples trying to conceive. Now, when they're trying to conceive, you'll be shocked that they're actually not even having sex. Why? Because it has become a routine, it has become a chore, right? It's no longer exciting, it's not interesting. So it's just something they do to mark their calendars when there's ovulation and stuff. And so when there's no ovulation, I'm done, I'm tired. I don't want to. I don't feel like, I have a headache, I have a waist pain, Scenario number two. Scenario number three, medical issues. So maybe one or the other, one of the partners, one of the spouses has an underlying medical issue. And for that reason, it's difficult to get excited, it's difficult to be turned on. And then when it gets difficult, the other person is like, oh, I'm done trying. Not even, I'm done trying. I don't even want to. Right. So I'm giving you three scenarios. I'm sure that you'll be able to relate with one or the other. Right. But the fundamental issue we are dealing with here is sexual rejections. So how do you deal with it? How do you deal with I have a headache, I'm bleeding already right now? How do you deal with I'm horny, but my spouse is thinking about all he has done at work today and it wasn't really a fruitful day per se. How do you deal with being in traffic for hours and getting home and all you want to do is sleep and there's somebody there that is looking at you all dolled up, wanting something to happen? How do you deal with it? So, like I said in my post over the week, the very first thing is to let's clear the air. It's not about you. Desist from personalizing it. He's always saying no. She's always saying no. Every time I want to, she's not ready. It's not about you. Know this and know this. Because when you get to the point where you think it's about you, when you personalize it, it begins to hurt beyond the surface. Then you are beginning to think deeply, what have I done wrong? Where did I go wrong? Am I smelling? Am I thinking? Is the food not tasty enough? Or am I not doing it well? The moment you personalize it, you take it deeper than it actually is. So rather than personalize it, stop and ask why. Genuinely ask why. Why? Oh, is there something wrong? Something, ask why. Dealing with sexual rejections can be very challenging. But like I said, it's important to handle it in a healthy, constructive way to maintain emotional connection and avoid negative feelings building up. So, see, the moment you start personalizing it, the moment you think it's about you, right, negative feelings starts building up, and then it becomes more than it is. It becomes more than it is. So, like I said, Don't take it personally. It has little or nothing to do with you. I'm sure somebody is shocked. It has little or nothing to do with you. While you are there checking, is the lingerie not sexy enough? My breath. While you're there thinking, the guy is thinking the presentation he presented in the office this morning didn't go as planned. Can you see? He's thinking the presentation he did in the office didn't go as planned. So now the extra money he was expecting to come in today didn't come in. So how is he supposed to drop the money as he's going out the next day? But you are there thinking, my mouth smelling. Is the lingerie not sexy enough? You're thinking off. You're thinking off. People can say no to intimacy for so many reasons. Could be stress, could be fatigue, could be an emotional issue, or an underlying health issue. Avoid overthinking it. Avoid overthinking it. It's very easy to spiral into negative thoughts, wondering if you've done something. Like I've been explaining things, you're wondering what have you done, where have you gone wrong. So instead of jumping into conclusion, calm down. Calm down. And remember that sexual desires fluctuates for everyone. One day you are high up there, the other day you're like midway, and the other day you're like, I can't even deal right now. It's really not about you. The next thing you need to do is stay emotionally grounded. Manage immediate emotions. Immediate emotions. Because you could quickly and easily slip into every day, every day, every day. This is what I always say. You're never ready for me. You're always rejecting me. You're always quickly. And when you do that, you shut the door. You shut the door for anything. If anything was ever going to happen, you shut the door. It's natural to feel hurt, disappointed, or even frustrated. It's very natural. But try not to react impulsively. Don't just flip or build up a wall immediately and like, oh, I'm not even doing it again. No, no. I always say that sex is beyond intercourse. I say it. It's beyond plug in, plug out. It's beyond that. There's so much to it. There's so much to it. So instead of jumping into conclusion, put your emotions in check. Take a deep breath. I wrote something down here. I said, take a moment to breathe. Acknowledge your feelings and respond calmly. Don't lash out or withdraw. Don't lash out or withdraw. Some people, having counseled in the past couple of years, there are people that just say, you know what, I'm not even doing it again. And then when the other partner or the other spouse gets over whatever he or she was dealing with, you've already built a wall. And now there's no communication. You can't say anything to you, can't talk to you. And then you're carrying face everywhere in the house. You're hitting table, hitting cutlery, hitting everything, bars. You're angry. You're angry. Responding with anger, passive aggressiveness, or emotional withdrawal can create tension. So make sure you stay emotionally connected, emotionally available. Stay emotionally available. The third thing will be communicate without pressure. You know, we have said you should calm down. Communicate without pressure. You can talk about it later. Babe, what happened? I was really hot for you. You just say no. You just give my vibe now. It's like, are you okay? Your inquiry should come from a place of concern. Genuine concern. It should come from a place of genuine concern. No pressures. Talk about it later, not in that. It's not that time. Say, hey, why? Why you? Why? Every time, every time, every time, every time, every time, every time. You just block out. You just lock out. Every time, every time. It's not that moment. You start inquiring. But if rejection is a frequent issue or you feel concerned, it's okay to have a genuine conversation, not a selfish one, not one out of a place of hurt or pain. No, a genuine conversation. Give space and approach the matter later when everybody is calmer. Of which study shows that when you're having that conversation later, it usually does not end in a conversation. It ends in don'ts. Be curious, not accusatory. So instead of saying every time, you just log out, you just say, I'm not doing it. How about why? Is there a problem? Is there something I need to know? Is there something we need to talk about? Ask your partner gently, ask your partner if there's something affecting their desire for intimacy. Ask your partner. Ask your partner. Avoid blame or making them feel guilty for saying no. It's okay to say no, but don't make your spouse feel guilty for saying no. Don't make your spouse feel guilty for saying no. Or find other ways to connect. It doesn't have to be by intercourse. Find other ways to connect. Sometimes the need for intimacy is about closeness rather than just physical desires. It's not all about sex. It's not all about sex. It's not. It's not all about it. Sometimes you actually just feel want to be close to your spouse. It's not necessarily intercourse. So find other ways to connect. Consider emotional or non-sexual ways to connect. Cuddling, seeing a movie indoor, like an indoor cinema, like just the both of you watching a movie, just cuddle up. And cuddling can lead to things, but you're not cuddling because you want it to lead to things. You're cuddling because you want to connect with your spouse. Then create space for honest conversations. You need to open up about how the rejection makes you feel, but also listen to your partner's perspective. Open up. How is it making you feel? Okay, please, every time you say no to me, or when you say no to me, I feel like I'm not good enough. I feel like there's something I'm not doing right. I feel like I'm. I feel pain, right? But I also feel concerned about our sexual life. I feel concerned about our intimate life. Talk to your spouse. Avoid pressure or guilt. I've said it before. No pressuring for sex. Don't. Pressuring your spouse to engage in intimacy after being rejected can lead to resentment. Can make your spouse feel objectified. Is that all you want? Is that all this is about? Is that all you see me as? Is that all you see me as? Is that all you see me as? Or then work on long-term solutions. So if the reason for the rejection is stress, how can you distress? Even though sex is a form of distressing. But if the person is not mentally ready to sexually distress, right, you need to find out other ways to help the person distress, right? How can you distress? Find other ways to help your spouse distress. Reframe rejection as a part of intimacy. Realize that rejection happens. It's a natural part of every long-term relationship. Yeah, rejection happens. By normalizing it, right? So you see it for what it is. It no longer becomes a big deal. But when you make it about you, it becomes a big deal. Woo! It's a cold, chilly night. It's raining heavily here. So see it for what it is. When you see it for what it is, it no longer becomes a big deal, right? It no longer becomes a big deal. So, guys, let me ask you the question. What do you think? What has this taught you? What have you learned? What can you say about rejections? I'm not saying my comments. Why? Why are you guys not talking? What's happening? Or we are pondering on the ponderables? Are we pondering? Are we thinking too deep? Are we thinking too deep? Let me hear you. Let me hear you. Let me read from you. Let me read from you. What do you think? What do you think? Have you ever been rejected? Have you ever been rejected? And how did you feel when you were rejected by your spouse? Let me see if I have people listening, watching. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Have you ever been rejected? You can't hear me. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, let me see. If somebody says they can't hear me. Somebody says they can't hear me. If you can hear me, let me see. Okay, welcome, Liz. That means you can hear me. Great. So, for those that are married here, thank you, Liz. For those that are married here, let me hear you. Let me know. Have you ever been rejected, and how did it make you feel? Have you ever been rejected, and how did it make you feel? Have you ever been rejected, and how did it make you feel? Let me see. Let me see. Oh, thanks, prophetic word. If you've ever been rejected as a married person, let me hear you. Let me read from you. How did it make you feel? Okay, so good thing this is going to be saved. So you can still comment after watching and let me know how did it make you feel. And I hope that this session, would help clear the air on what to do when you are how to deal, will help clear the air on how to deal with rejection, right? All right. Next week in the clinic, we're going to be having a very important guest here with us. And I don't want to let the cat out of the bag yet, but somebody somewhere asked a question about family planning, and we got the best doctor in the game to come and talk to us in the clinic about family planning, right? It promises to be interesting, informative, educative, and mind blowing, right? So come with your questions. Come with your questions. Let me give you a bit of, things we're going to be dealing with. We're going to be dealing with family planning. We're going to be dealing with intimacy while waiting, intimacy in the waiting room. We're going to be dealing with the mental health, very important. We're going to be dealing with intimacy after an abuse or trauma. So see, we have a long list of topics we're going to be dealing with. And guess what? We're bringing the best in the game to come and talk to you about this. You see why you should be subscribed to our channel. Share, 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 share. Let everybody you know about this, right? Let everybody you know about the clinic. Share the link with everybody. Get them to subscribe and watch. And share, 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 share. So next week, so how this works is obviously you should be following us on Instagram. So if you're following us on Instagram, there on Instagram, you would see how the clinic would go. So from Monday, we'll be giving you hints and topics. Hints on the topic we're going to be discussing in the clinic on Saturday. So get your questions ready, get your mind ready, get yourself ready. I'll see you at the clinic Saturday, same time, same day.